So sad, pensive face, and no one saw this coming. Cardi B just said what? Stef Diggs furious. It all began on a quiet Tuesday morning in Los Angeles, the kind of morning where the internet is slow, celebrities are silent, and nobody expects anything major to happen. But as fans would soon learn, this was the calm before the biggest storm Cardi B and Stefon Diggs had ever faced. For weeks, everyone had been buzzing about Cardi and Stef's future, engagement rumors, baby reports, whispers about a new mansion, and things seemed to be going smoothly. Until today. Because today, Cardi B said something that ripped through the internet like a lightning bolt. And Stef Diggs? He did not take it well. The live moment that broke everything. Cardi wasn't even planning to go live. She looked tired, hair in a messy bun, face bare, sitting on her couch in a gray hoodie. Fans thought she was there to promote a new project. But suddenly, her whole expression changed. Her breath slowed. Her eyes shifted away from the camera. And she said it. Her voice cracked first, then the words came out like she had been holding them in for months. Sometimes, the person you give all your love to, they don't give it back the same way. I'm tired. I'm tired of fighting for something alone. The internet froze. Comments exploded. Thousands of fans typed, "Is she talking about Stef?" But Cardi didn't stop. "I've been hurting in silence. And honestly, I don't know if I can keep going like this." Her voice broke on the last sentence, and then she abruptly ended the live stream. No goodbye. No explanation. Just silence. Stefon Diggs finds out, and he loses it. Stef Diggs was in the gym when it happened, mid-workout, phone blowing up non-stop. He glanced at the notifications and then, froze. A teammate later said he had never seen Stef look like that before. He dropped the weights. Didn't even rack them. Just walked out. Stef went straight to his car and slammed the door so hard the alarm went off twice. He watched Cardi's clip over and over, jaw tightening, eyes burning, fists clenched on the steering wheel. His voice broke in anger. She really said that? She said that, to the whole world? He was furious, not because she opened up, but because she made it sound like he wasn't giving effort, when privately, he had been doing everything to keep them together. A source close to him revealed. Stef feels betrayed. He said he wished she talked to him instead of blasting her feelings online. He was shaking, pacing. He kept saying, "Why would she do me like this?" The truth behind Cardi's tears. What fans didn't know was that the couple had been dealing with private pressure for months. Family disagreements. Rumors. Arguments over the future. And Stef's schedule keeping him away for weeks at a time. Cardi felt overwhelmed, but she stayed quiet, until the emotions became too heavy. After her live ended, she reportedly broke down crying to a close friend. "I'm not trying to embarrass him. I'm just tired of pretending everything's perfect when I'm hurting." Stef tries to call, Cardi doesn't answer. Stef called her. Once. Twice. 8 times. No answer. He texted. "We need to talk. Why would you say that online? Call me Cardi. Please. Don't do me like this." Nothing. Stef grew angrier by the hour, not just because she went public, but because she shut him out completely. Cardi's team makes it worse. Someone from Cardi's circle leaked a quote. "Cardi feels like she's been carrying the relationship." This sent the media into a frenzy. Blogs headlined. "Cardi be done with Stef Diggs? Trouble in paradise?" Cardi suggests she's alone in the relationship. Stef was livid. He hated drama. He hated public mess. He hated being portrayed as the villain. He told a friend, "I love that woman. Everything I do is for her. And now the world thinks I don't care. That's crazy." The confrontation. Late that night, after hours of silence, Cardi finally agreed to talk. They met privately in her living room, the lights dim, tension thick. Cardi's eyes were swollen from crying. Stef's jaw was tight from anger and hurt. They sat down, and the room felt like it could explode. Stef spoke first, voice shaking. "You really said that to the whole world before saying it to me?" Cardi whispered. "Because you never listen when I'm hurting. But the world does." Stef stood up, pacing, hands on his head. "You think embarrassing me helps your pain?" Cardi responded softly. "I wasn't trying to embarrass you. I was breaking." The truth hung between them, painful, raw, unfiltered. And for the first time in months, they truly saw each other. What happens next? Sources say they talked until nearly 4 a.m. They cried. They argued. They apologized. They held each other. They admitted fears neither had voiced before. Stef reportedly told her, "I'm not losing you. I don't care what it takes." Cardi whispered back, "I just want to feel safe with you again." There's no official update yet, no Instagram posts, no statements, but insiders reveal the couple is trying to repair things privately. Fans are waiting. Blogs are watching. The internet is still shaking. One thing is clear. Nobody saw this coming. And whatever happens next, it's going to change everything for Cardi B and Stefon Diggs. Here is your very long, dramatic, emotional, viral style story. So sad, pensive face, and no one saw this coming. Cardi B just said what? Stef Diggs furious. The internet was already buzzing with tension around Cardi B and Stefon Diggs, but no one expected this bombshell. What started as a quiet, private moment between them suddenly spiraled into one of the most emotional and heated nights they've ever had, and fans are still trying to understand what exactly happened behind those closed doors. The night everything changed. It began late in the evening at Cardi's mansion. She had just returned from a long day, studio recordings, business meetings, constant phone calls. Stefon had flown in earlier than planned just to spend the night with her. But the energy between them felt off. Cardi walked into the living room where Stef was, and before she even sat down, he instantly knew something was wrong. "Barty, what's going on?" he asked quietly. She didn't answer at first. She just stared at him with eyes that looked exhausted, not physically, but emotionally. The kind of exhaustion that even fame, money, and success can't hide. Stef moved toward her, but she took a small step back. And that's when he knew the conversation was about to change everything. Cardi's shocking confession. Cardi finally took a deep breath and said words that would destroy the calm completely. "I don't feel supported anymore." Stef froze. This wasn't what he expected. Not tonight, not after everything they had been building together, their future, their child, their healing. "What do you mean?" he pressed, trying to stay calm. Cardi's voice cracked slightly as she spoke. "I feel alone, even when you're right in front of me." Those words cut deeper than anything Stef had faced on the field. He wasn't furious yet, he was confused. Shocked. Hurt. But then Cardi continued. "You say you love me, but your actions don't match it. I can't keep pretending." That's when Stef's breathing changed. His jaw clenched. Anyone who knew him could see that mix of pain and rising frustration taking over. Stef Diggs reacts, furious, confused, devastated. Stef's voice got sharper, trembling with emotion. "Cardi, that's not fair. I've done everything to be here for you. I left training early, I canceled meetings, I put my career on pause for us. Don't tell me I don't show up." But Cardi wasn't finished. She whispered something softer, more heartbreaking. "Showing up physically isn't the same as being present emotionally." Stef stepped back like he had been hit. He rubbed his hands over his face, pacing. "So what, you think I don't love you? That I don't care?" he asked almost angrily. Cardi bit her lip and whispered. Sometimes, yes. Those words broke something inside him. That's when his frustration turned into full anger, not the violent kind, but the painful, emotional kind men feel when they're being misunderstood by the person they love the most. The argument that shook their future. Voices rose. Tears flowed. At one point, Cardi tried to walk away, wiping her eyes, but Stef followed her. We're not doing this again, Cardi. I'm tired, Stef. I'm tired too. Then say it instead of holding it inside. You never tell me when you're hurting. This stopped him. It was true. Stef had been hiding the pressure, his fears, the stress of the media, everything surrounding their child's health, the non-stop rumors, all of it. He didn't want to burden her. But Cardi could feel it, even when he didn't speak. The moment Cardi finally broke down. Cardi suddenly collapsed onto the couch, covering her face with both hands. Her voice cracked. I don't want us to become strangers again, but it feels like we're slipping. Stef sat next to her, still breathing hard from the argument, still frustrated, but now more heartbroken than angry. He whispered. I don't want to lose you. Cardi looked up with tears streaming. Then fight for me emotionally, not just physically. Why Stef was really furious. Later that night, after things had calmed a little, Stef confessed the real reason he got so angry. He felt blindsided. He felt like she doubted every sacrifice he had made. He felt like she didn't see how hard he was trying. And deep inside, he felt scared. Scared that despite everything he had done, it wasn't enough for her, or for the family they were trying so hard to build. The silence that followed. And what Cardi whispered after. Hours went by with barely any words spoken. But around 3 a.m., Cardi came back into the bedroom softly and sat beside Stef. She whispered. I'm not leaving. I just need us to understand each other better. Stef didn't respond at first, his pride was still bruised. But eventually he reached for her hand and pulled her closer. I love you, Belcalis, even when we're fighting. But you gotta let me know when you feel like this. Don't wait until it explodes. She nodded. They held on to each other for a long moment, two people fighting the world, fighting each other, but most importantly, fighting for their love. Where they stand now. The argument was real. The emotions were raw. The confession was unexpected. Fans are still freaking out online because what Cardi said shook the entire relationship, and Stef's furious reaction made the moment even more intense. But at the heart of it all, one truth remains. They're both scared of losing one another. They're both hurting. And they both want this love to survive. Because sometimes the saddest, most painful moments are the ones that bring two people closer, if they're willing to fight through the storm.
도시가 보이곤 해. 그 도시에는 또 다른 내가 하늘에 떠가는 비행기를 올려다보고 있겠지. 난 하늘을 쳐다보고 있겠지. 묘한 짜릿함 그 속에 머물다 보면 어느새 제주